yesterday's machinery. Thanks for tuning in again. This is part 2 of the band tractor. There is a part 1, of course. If you haven't checked that one out yet, just do it. And in this episode we're gonna make some small adjustments to the machine. Then we're gonna take it out in the forest and try it out. So yeah, let's just get to it. Jump as high as you can. And look here, things are moving just fine. And here is my links that I made. I made those off camera, actually, but it is just a piece of bent metal. I drilled holes in them, put a metal bracket here, some washers and some locking pins here, so you can easily just take them away if you want to remove the cracks. And if you remember, in part 1 of this video, I showed you that the previous owner used exhaust clamps to link the tracks together, and that wasn't really good, so I have made quite a lot of these actually around the tracks, but it seems to hold up very well. Don't see any damage on them. Now I actually use the machine pretty much, so it seems to work just fine. So the muffler is working fine, does its job. It's a lot quieter and it looks pretty decent, I think. It fits the model. It's a couple of inches away from the track, so no worries about that. I also did find me a air cleaner. It is not a original model for this engine, but it fit right on. So I think it looks decent as well. It is a metal one. Then I ended up putting a chain here for brake levers, so that doesn't hit the tank every time. So here at the engine you can see 3 cables coming out. This is for the kill switch, and this one and that one is for electricity, so you can have at least one light bulb. I think those had original at the front, so I'm gonna find me one that fits properly. Then we're gonna connect that as well, so that will be step 2 of this machine, connecting so we can have some lighting, because I'm gonna use this in winter time, because I think in the snow this will be quite handy sometimes. And here in Sweden it's always dark at winter time, so I think I have to have something that lights up my way just a little bit. And here in the front of the machine you can see the PTO shaft sticking out with splines here, and a clamp bracket here, because you can put a log winch on here and other machines as well, but a log winch was pretty common on these forest equipped ones. And it works. I'm gonna find me a winch, but I don't think it's gonna be easy, so it will take a while, I think, but someday. question, I think. I'm on my way now to some steep hill here in my forest. So it will be fun to see how steep we can climb with this thing. Woo. So I just realized something, that I don't own any water ponds, or I do, but that's too deep, so I'm gonna drown this thing if I drive it into that one, or muddy poles. So we're gonna take this out to a friend of mine. His name's Johnny, lives a couple of miles away from here, so not so far. So we're gonna check if this fits in our horse carriage and take a little trip. this. I think it went as planned. It worked good in the water, in the mud, quite good, dragging out logs. So here is where you are supposed to put your chain or your rope when pulling things. So I will weld the chain down here to that one, so it can be removable if you want. And then the chain will go back here. I will make a bracket here to hold the chain so it doesn't get to the track so easily, because if it's just here you can't barely turn with it. So I think that will work just fine. And this is what you want to use when dragging logs. In Sweden we call it a log scissor, because if you clamp it to the logs, it tightens itself up if you pull harder than this one. So I got that one, and I also got this monster. This is a 3-jaw log scissor that you clamp like that. The chains go in here. You put this in front, and the harder you pull, the harder these ones clamp into the log. So I will try this as well. I didn't today, but we're gonna do that later on. Now I just pronounced do that as we usually do in Sweden, because we can't speak English, but you have to live with it. So I know I have said this before, but please subscribe to my channel if you like it, of course, and like this video if you find it interesting, and leave a comment down below about anything really. Say hi, talk about the machine if you're wondering something. So thanks for watching, I see you next time, and I love you, have a great day.